policies around the world as part of their new enacted energy policies. You got an ornamental pomegranate on the left side. You got a wide variety of black bamboo growing along the fence line here. And you'll find weeping High-on cherries, weeping Igona cherries, Japanese holly, Japanese maple. You'll find our tropical greenhouse also located on the left side. You can find as you make this turn, you got the garden berm on the right side. The garden berm is a man-made structure. It was added to our garden not too long ago to reduce the sound and the heat given off by the local airport. When the planes took off in the right direction, it got about 7 degrees hotter on this side of the road, up to about 15 depending on the plane. The berm now reduces that greatly. And if you go on top of the berm, you can actually watch the planes take off and land throughout the day. Now there's 3 metal sculptures hidden on top of the berm. They were once located in the center of our garden, but nobody noticed them. Since the garden berm are now equally, nobody notices them. But they're a really nice Art Deco piece. And a lot of people enjoy them, especially when the sun silhouettes behind them. Now as we return to Baker Hall, I'd like to thank you guys for taking my tour. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to let me know after we come to a complete stop. If you're not a member, I ask you to become a member. You get a lot of really good news. The very last trip today, we leave you about 5 minutes. Do plan accordingly if you venture out into the garden again.
We can go again, right?
Yeah, you can stay on.
Yeah, because we just started off from a different place. So.
Now as we leave our parking lot, we're going into the garden. The first major its peak blooming cycle is May, around the 2nd week, and then again around the 2nd week of October. It's looking for the rainbow here, including purple. In fact, the midnight rose, which is such a dark purple color, gets mistaken as the infamous black rose on many occasions.
He said it doesn't exist if you ever found one. We're gonna go ahead and he might stop it to get it on.
I'm gonna make that little side stop for you guys.
Oh, we're gonna go ahead and
Alright, well, we're going over Rose Garden Bridge now on the left side. It's 60 feet above sea level, making you one of the highest points in the garden. Gives you an overall amazing view of the entire center. They became popular around 1786 when Great Britain started bringing them in large quantities to North America. They were part of their gardens that accented their plantations and mansions built here in that time period. The giant sand dune here wasn't here in the garden.
You're the last one.
15th century. Swamp cypresses, river birch, loblolly pines. Then you got some really cute gods on the Hissa statue, puts his head low. The southern magnolia is a state flower to Louisiana and Mexico. This is a really nice area to visit because it attracts a lot of our native pollinators like the bees, wasps, and butterflies that pollinate our plants here in the garden. Because it's using a lot of local wildflowers, it attracts the local insects. You got another Kentucky coffee, southern magnolia on the left side. This is a little bit different than the first one you saw because it has very large seed pods that the squirrels like to hang on to and carry around the garden, spilling the seeds, allowing them to reproduce. You got the Bristow butterfly garden on the right side that connects to our wildflower meadow. Now we're now coming up to our next stop along the way, the amazing butterfly house. It's full of life right now, so do check it out. It just opened this past Friday. And you'll also see this really nice mimosa tree on the right side. The mimosa tree here on the right side has also been struck by lightning on 3 occasions. And of course our next stop along the way.
Mobile one.
This one राख्ने हो के यसबाट त्यो सिडीमा राख्ने त्यसमा यसबाट हुन्छ
Looks like everyone's boarded up here, so we're going to start leaving now. Enter their fruiting cycle. You're going to have a Kwanzaa cherry tree on the left side. Coming up on the left side, you'll see a triangular pattern of trees. These are Delta Jazz crepe myrtles. And there's very light pink flowers. They have another 2 feet of growth to maintain, and they will be fully bloomed in about a week. You got a Japanese snowbell on the right side and a state champion Japanese snowbell on the left side, using some recycled pots and artwork.
Oh, okay. Children's book. She was in international account. She doesn't know. I'm not sure.
Alright, we will continue on with our tour.
Continue on.
Now as you leave the children's garden, you got the fern glade on the right side. About 300 million years ago, ferns were actually the primary life form on Earth. Now what's kind of cool about ferns is they actually remained almost completely unchanged over this lifespan. Their leaves grow out of the ground. They reproduce using spores. And most of the ferns we have are between 6 and 9 feet in height. In fact, the Australia tree ferns reach average heights between 15 and 30 feet. Now as we prepare to go around this bend here, you got NATO Tower on the left side.
Tower.
It's one of those really high up points there. 60 feet above sea level, offering an amazing vista view. On the left side, you got a juniper, 2-star magnolia coming up. And in between all this greenery, you'll see a white picket fence and white gazebo. That is our Hunter Savage Colonial Garden. It's what a 16th century looked like during that time era, so do come and check it out. We have our conifer collection up here, where we have needles instead of leaves, such as the gold threadleaf false cypress. We have a blue china fir on the right side with those aqua green needles to it. And then of course we have a hinoke false cypress coming up on the left side. This guy here has this really nice yellow detail, and actually during fall and winter gets a really nice predominant orange striping to it. Coming up on the right side, you'll have more oak leaf hydrangea, and you'll have our bigger overlook. One of the more relaxing areas to hang out in the garden. It's got comfortable swing benches and seats to hang out in. Good place to lose track of time. On the left side, you got Glossiobilia, a natural deer repellent here in the garden. When deer eat Glossiobilia, they get an upset stomach and will leave your garden alone for up to a month. Now eventually, most deer will return to your garden. They'll remember not to eat from that particular bush and continue eating around it. So if you plant Glossiobilia in several locations, you can ultimately stop deer from eating your plants. You got some azaleas here on the left. Eventually, back when it gets back to May again, they'll produce beautiful flowers. But now they work more as privacy hedging. This area back here, all azaleas are rhododendron, but not all rhododendron ridge. And this is pretty cool. You have a 200-year-old white oak on the right side of the tram. This is a mammoth example of how big a tree can get. It's one of the oldest trees on my route. And what's really cool is on average, a great white oak can filtrate 60 gallons of water a year. Having lots of these guys by our naturally occurring freshwater reservoir on the right side, Lake Whitehurst, keeps it clean and healthy. Now as you go over Cobblestone Bridge, you got a big leaf magnolia on the right side. You can probably guess which one that is. In a few more weeks, it will reproduce its beautiful white flowers. Now out of our azaleas, Daphne salmon, one of these azaleas we have here in our garden, can survive up to 115 degrees, unlike most of us. What's more interesting enough though, there's one azalea called Northern Lights that is found exclusively in Alaska and can grow, or actually exist, in negative 40 degrees. You have the right species. Now you got Lake Whitehurst on the right side. Absolutely beautiful, kind of horseshoe view of it. You have an American bald eagle sculpture also coming up on the right side. Now this was done by an unknown artist, so we don't know why the eagle's face under the right wing is unfinished. Some say he didn't live to complete his work, others say he was running late on his homework and rushed it for the B+. Wow. And then on the left side, you got the beautiful marble sculptures created by Moses Ezekiel. He was a Civil War soldier and local. Find most of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here, such as Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo, but we do not have a Donatello. You can also find Da Vinci and Thomas Crawford. We will continue on with our tour. This is one of two popular wedding destinations on our tram route as well. The most popular one will be coming up at our next stop, which is Renaissance Court. Now the very big trees that are cropping are the loblolly pines. Like I said, the favorite hunting trees, the American bald eagles and the ospreys. You'll find southeastern live oak, southern red oak, sweet gum, and of course our dogwoods. Now the state flower comes from the flowering dogwood, but 2 weeks after it stops blooming, our oriental dogwoods begin blooming themselves. You have a Japanese maple. You have a Japanese dogwood with these white flowers on it, very beautiful. You have a Pusa dogwood on the left side, very elegant curvature to it. It's an ornate tree and no two grow the same way. Dogwoods. And then one I find pretty cool, the Kurnia dogwood with this bit of a bursting pattern coming out of the ground. And as we go around, you'll see some really nice blue hydrangea in the distance right there. That's where our picnic shelters are located, an additional parking location for our guests. And if you want to grill and cook out in the garden, just show up over there and bring some charcoal. Now you can picnic anywhere in our garden, but we ask if you're going to cook any kind of food, do it over there at the picnic shelters. That's why we provide the grills. And remember the most important rule, if you're going to grill here in the garden, you must invite a tour guide, because we are the official food taste testers here in the garden. Totally kidding. But on the right side, you got our camellia collection, made up of 720 camellias. It's one of 5 nationally recognized by the International Camellia Society of Excellence. And camellias, much smaller than this, are used in the production of black, white, and green tea. If you ever consume these teas, you have consumed the essence of the camellia plant. We have some Japanese maples on the left side, very vibrant red ones there. And as we come around the bend here, a little area to see, we got Renaissance Court, the most popular wedding destination here on our tour. You'll probably see why as we prepare to stop. It's got amazing architectural stonework, brass and stone sculptures alike, and spinning lion sculptures. This, of course, is our next stop along the way. Coming up on the right side of the tram will be Friendship Pond. Friendship Pond has a very large fountain coming out of it. It's where a lot of our koi fish now live. And what's really exciting about this is a little environmental study that was done. The koi fish being a fancy koi. Another fancy koi we've all owned at one point in our lives, the goldfish. Recently in Africa, to fight malaria, researchers and environmentalists alike are now using goldfish to combat the disease. Goldfish can live in crazy environments. In about 42 villages in Africa, they introduced goldfish to a lot of the lakes and ponds, and they've been primarily feeding on the eggs and larvae from the local mosquito. Because of this, they've actually reduced the mosquito population, reducing the malaria population by about 15 to 22%. So it is doing really well. So next time you see a goldfish, give it a high fin and thank it for its service. You got a spinning frog sculpture on the left side, a great area to find tree frogs and toads alike. They particularly worship that sculpture, we don't know why, but it's a great area to visit nonetheless. If you've never seen a tree frog, this is our circle garden where you'll find a lot of our local vegetation in colorful pots. You got some Confederate jasmine growing up this loblolly pine on the right side. You got our administration building on the right side where you'll find our sunken water garden and fragrance garden. We have our Sarah Lee Baker perennial garden to the adjacent left with a beautiful fountain coming out of its center. A great area all year round, and this is our next stop before returning to Baker Hall. Now the building on my right with the living roof on it is made up of seated and living roofs on them. The reason why is they've actually reduced their energy output by about 15%. Living roofs allow the buildings to become 5 to 6 degrees cooler or hotter depending on the season. We have a 5 o'clock boat tour. We'll be leaving in about 10 minutes. So do check out Charles or Terry over there. You can sign up for boat tickets at the guest service center. This is an ornamental pomegranate here on the left side. You got some this is our Japanese garden, some black bamboo on the outside. You got Japanese holly, Japanese maple, weeping high on cherries, weeping Icona cherries. And if you haven't been to our tropical greenhouse located directly across from us, do visit it. It's quite beautiful. You got spotted elephant ear, tiger lilies, orchids, and belly dancing flowers. and a widest room into other plants normally not seen in Virginia. Now as you go around this bend here, we're returning to Baker Hall. On the right side, you got Baker Overlook. This area was created by essentially dredging out part of Lake Whitehurst and getting the soil. What's cool about it though is it separates us from our neighbors and the noise but the heat given off by the planes. Now if you go on top of the berm here, you can watch the planes take off and land throughout the day. Also coming up to the adjacent right, you might see 3 very large metal sculptures. They're kind of hard to see. You can just start seeing them where I'm at now. You'll get a better look at them as you go past the stop sign. These sculptures were once located in the center of the garden, but nobody noticed them. So they decided to put them on top of the garden berm, now equally, nobody notices them. But they're really pretty, and they do a great job at scaring the pilots when they take off over the garden. So we're very proud of them. Well, as we return to Baker Hall, I'd like to thank you guys for taking my tour. Again, this was the last one of the day, but you're more welcome to visit the garden fully. It doesn't close till about 7 o'clock. So hope you guys have a good afternoon. Hope you enjoy the rest of your visit here at the Norfolk Botanical Gardens. And if you want to sign up for a boat tour, just visit the front desk and ask for some boat tickets. Overall, though, I hope you guys enjoyed your stay, and I'll see you guys throughout the garden later on.
You want to take a boat tour? Okay, we did okay then.